Zener diode IV characteristics. We will see that if we have to observe IV characteristic, means current voltage characteristic of a Zener diode, how can we observe it easily using this breadboard. Here this is the circuit of the Zener diode. In this circuit, this is the battery, this is a fixed resistance, variable resistance, Zener diode, voltmeter and milliammeter. When we are connecting a milliammeter, we have to take care, as a milliammeter is connected with the negative of the battery. Here it's a negative terminal should be there, and this one should be it's a positive terminal. Same way for a voltmeter also, when we see connection of the voltmeter, that comes to the negative of the battery. So here a negative terminal of the voltmeter and here positive terminal of the voltmeter should be connected. There are no positive and negative terminals for the resistors. For a Zener diode, this triangle part shows it's a positive terminal and this part shows it's a negative terminal. Zener always works in the reverse bias, so positive side of the Zener diode should be connected here with the negative terminal, and the negative terminal of the Zener diode should be connected with the positive terminal of the battery. Here, this is my Zener diode. This Zener diode is having orange and black color. When this is having orange and black color, the smaller part is of a black color and the bigger one, that is of the orange color. Always the bigger portion of the color shows it's a positive terminal and the smaller one shows it's a negative terminal. With a very small font here, its breakdown voltage is mentioned, that you cannot see easily, you just have to observe it nearly. For this connection here, we are in a requirement of a battery. So we have taken our 9 volt battery. With that, one fixed resistance should be needed. Here we have taken a fixed resistance of a value 470 ohm approximately. You may take any value around 500 ohm. Likewise, we do have a variable resistors over here. This kind of the variable pots are available on which its values are mentioned. Here I have taken a variable pot of the value 1 mega ohm. This pot is having 3 terminals, first, second and third. If we are connecting only first one terminal with the first wire with the one terminal and second wire with this last terminal, in that case it will give you a fixed value of the 1 mega ohm. But if we are shorting its 2 terminals, likewise here I have shorted these 2 terminals. I have taken one single wire and I have passed that wire from this first terminal and a second terminal. So these 2 are short now. So when I have shorted these 2 terminals like this here and I have kept this third one alone, then this will work as a variable resistance. So whenever I will move my variable resistor, it will give me value from 0 ohm to 1 mega ohm, and as a value of a resistance will change, value of a current and a voltage in the circuit will change. So if we would like to connect the same circuit on the breadboard, how can we connect? Let us see now. Here this is the breadboard, and if I will take out this portion of the breadboard, we can see the connection of the breadboards are like this. Here these metal plates are connected. In this breadboard, first 5 groups are connected with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Only the upper line, not the lower line. Here this lower line, all terminals are connected to each other. As you can see here, this is one conducting plate from here to here, then there is a break in between. This is the another conducting break from here to here, and there is break in between. So how many holes are coming on this conducting plate? Here all those holes are connected to each other. Same way here also. Here this is the third plate and this one is the fourth plate. So here if you are connecting any wire of any component here and then up to here, then they both are connected to each other. If you move ahead from this, then those components are not connected with each other. Same way For these lines here, the vertical metal plates are kept for these 5 holes, and again they had given a break in between. So if we would like to connect any component, we should keep one component in any of the holes over here and another one in rest of the 4 holes over here. If we are going beyond, there is no connection in between. For example, if I do have this Zener diode and if I do have this resistor, if I am keeping one leg of a resistor over here and one leg of a Zener diode over here, means these two are connected to each other. But if I am keeping the Zener diode in this line, because these two conducting plates are not connected with each other, these two components are also not connected to each other. Even if I am keeping up to here in any of the holes, these two are connected. But if I am going beyond this hole, as it is shown over here, there is a cut in between. If I am moving here, these are not connected to each other. If I would like to connect this two metal plates, I have to use any of the wire like this. I can keep this wire in this manner and I can connect one plate to the another plate, and then this whole line is connected. In a such a way, here the 5 holes are connected as it has been shown over here, and as it is shown in the upper portion, in the same way lower portion, same arrangement is given for the conductors. These two lines are generally given for the positive and negative terminals of the battery. If we will connect one terminal of the battery over here and another one over here, that makes our circuit very easy for the connection. So now let us start with the connection. Here first of all a battery is shown. This is a positive of a battery, this is a negative of a battery. So I am taking a two terminals of the battery, and here the red wire shows a positive terminal, black wire shows a negative terminal. Red wire I am connecting over here in the first line. Same way, negative of the battery I am connecting in this phase. These two grids are known as the power grid because in these two grids we have given a power of a battery, means a negative terminal and a positive terminal of a battery. Now as a positive terminal of a battery is connected over here, up to here whatever component I will keep, that is connected with the positive of a battery. Up to here whatever component I will keep, that is connected to the negative of the battery, because up to half of the breadboard same conductor has been placed, and then there is a gap and there is another conductor. Now with the positive of a battery you can see a fixed resistance. So if I have to connect this fixed resistor with this positive of a battery, I have to keep it in the same line. If I am keeping it over here, somewhere here, then I have to take care that another leg of the resistor should not be on the same plate where its first leg is kept, otherwise this component will get short. For example, if I am connecting a resistor in this way, then it's both the legs are on the same conductor. As it has been shown over here, there is a same conductor up to the half of the breadboard. So I just have to keep this resistor over here in the next line because these two conductors are separate. So now I have connected a resistor with the positive of a battery. This is the another leg of the resistor. Now another leg of the resistor is connected to the variable pot or a variable resistor. So this is my variable resistor. I am keeping this variable resistor in this way, that will be convenient for me to move it. So one leg of the resistor should be connected with this fixed resistor. So I am keeping in the same line where I have kept this first resistor. And now another leg of the variable resistor that should not be on the same conductor. So I am keeping it here. we can extend our circuit either in this way or in this way, the way you want. Now with the variable resistor, Zener diode is connected. That is also negative part of the Zener diode. This is my Zener diode, as we have discussed. The black portion, that is the smaller one, that is the negative, and the another part is positive. Here negative part is connected with the variable pot. I am keeping this negative part with the variable pot in this way. Again we have to take care that another leg of the Zener diode should not be connected on a same conductor where its first leg is. So I am not keeping it over here, but as a break is given in between, I am keeping it in the next column. Now with the Zener diode, milliammeter should be connected, and we have to take care that a negative of a milliammeter should be connected with the battery and positive with the Zener diode. Here I have used these two multimeters. These multimeters can work as a voltmeter, as a milliammeter, or for many other functions which are mentioned on these multimeters. Now this multimeter I am considering as a milliammeter. So negative of this milliammeter, as shown in the circuit, I am connecting with the negative of the battery. Here this is the negative of a battery. Up to here there is the same conductor. So I am connecting it near to the battery with the negative terminal of the battery. This is the positive terminal, and this positive terminal I am connecting with the Zener diode as it has been shown over here. When we are connecting the terminals of the multimeter, we have to take care that this negative terminal should go to common, and this positive terminal, here they have shown that if we would like to measure a voltage or a resistance or a current in terms of a milliampere, then we have to use this terminal. If we would like to measure a current with in terms of the ampere, then this positive should be connected over here. But here we are using only the milliampere, not the ampere. Now once this much circuit is over, now we have to connect this a voltmeter. The positive of the voltmeter should be connected here with the negative of with the junction of the diode and variable resistor. So I am connecting this positive of the voltmeter, because this multimeter will work as a voltmeter. So this positive of the voltmeter at this side where a positive of the battery is coming. So this I have connected over here, and negative of the voltmeter or a multimeter that I can connect at the another leg of the diode. It means here this is the another leg of the diode. So now in this way my circuit has been connected: battery to fixed resistor, to variable pot, to Zener diode, to milliampere, to negative of the battery, and a voltmeter. Same way, positive of a battery to fixed resistor, from a fixed resistance to variable resistance, another leg of the variable resistance with a diode, and from a diode milliammeter, from a milliammeter negative terminal of a battery, and these two extra wires are connected for the voltmeter.